Just thinking about this energy of like reincarnated individuals, and I don't know. I was sitting here watching uh, Spencer. I couldn't even make it through the movie. It's just too much. It's just too much. It's just too much. Okay, so first thing I noticed, okay, was whatever they was bringing the food in the kitchen. Okay, it kind of freaked me out a little bit because I remember seeing one of those crates like that somewhere, and I was asking what would be in that crate and why would it be here? It's weird. So I'm like, okay, hold on. There's something. It's something to be this in this energy, and people try to neglect it or outweigh it or something like this, like it's not existing. But then I thought about it. There was a poem that she wrote in there about this queen. I mean this king or whatever. I was reading about like the different times or whatever of crimes that he might have done. That King Henry, I think the eighth or something. I don't know, or the third maybe, had done. But there was something about that energy of cutting off one's head because he wanted another one to be queen instead. And it tripped me out because right after that she said something like, yeah, it's like, because they kept saying, oh, the cameras, oh, paparazzi, oh, the camera, the camera, the camera. And then it made me think about the secret cameras that could have been placed in my home, in my restroom and things like this. Okay, remember they were talking about Marjorie? No, it was one of them women that was followed into a restroom. They made a big, I don't know if it was Marjorie Green or somebody else. So I was like, okay, I always got to think both sides. You know what I'm saying? I got to think about what that means spiritually and what that means physically, and what that mean in 1503 and what it would mean in 2022 or 3. So I'm like, okay, because she said that it's like, yeah, it's like I'm an insect. Like everybody's watching. Yeah, they're watching. And she was like, it's kind of like I'm a bug or something in the petri dish. And they're all just sitting down looking at me and pulling off each one of my legs. So I'm like, wow, that's kind of like the energy that I feel like I be in. So people want to try to deny what it is, but you can't. And again, that is high treason. That is that energy of those witches, those witch bitches, the ones that are spying and stalking and don't have the right to do so. See, and they're actually reporting in it, trying to use a different type of like pig Latin terms to describe what they're doing. But I feel like there's something about power or something like this. Like whatever this was a confusion spell, and witches putting spells on someone, because it's almost like somebody is trying to tell me that yes, like a day ago or yesterday or something happened, right? And I keep thinking, is it some kind of marriage? Is it some kind of death? Is it some kind of power grab or something like this, right? But it still doesn't matter. I feel like because I just feel like it don't matter. And it made me think about something like, okay, so it made me think about last year when we were doing those videos on the Queen last year, when I think she got sick within the past year, 7 months or something. And then I was thinking like, dang, because I remember I felt a closeness or a bond at that time, as if her presence was here. They were saying that she was going to a hospital or some type of place or something to get evaluated or something. And I remember her being in my energy at that time. But I didn't realize it was her until then. You know what I'm saying? I think I had some dreams and shit that night. For a couple of days, I was waking up like sweat and night sweats and stuff like that. So, throughout this time, there's been some energy that comes in to my energy. Like, I don't want to live forever. I don't want to live forever. And it's kind of like this energy even of, oh, it's something about that song. I don't know if it resonates with me. I think it's called Yiba or Yiba's Heartbreak or something like this. And I don't know why that song, because it was very prominent around that time. And it's kind of like even that how far will you go Moana energy. But also I'm hearing forced to be queen, and I'm also hearing something about, damn, it was something else that was just going through my mind. Oh, like trading places. Okay, so I was wondering, like, again, because I was having these dreams and these visions of people that I know in secret meetings or flying around in secret flights to talk about and discuss things like in meetings and stuff like that, orgies or meetings to talk about how they're going to operate or whatever, like this. And how throughout this time, it's like, they come up with these illnesses for women, with that mental illness thing that they just put back in place in some states, and how the man can just be in charge. But I was thinking, wait a minute, I'm in masculine energy. That means that I'm a king. That if I'm in masculine energy and that Yeshua energy or Christ energy is on me, what is it really about me and this twin flame? You see what I'm saying? And also being one, and in a sense, did they already kill this king and he's here with me spiritually? You know what I'm saying? And there may be a lookalike or someone in his likeness that may be on the plane acting or posing as this energy. You know what I'm saying? And instead of the whatever from the kingdom coming to me, these people secretly decided what they're going to do to dispose of this. Why are my powers getting heightened right now? Why is it that I feel like, again, this death might have occurred at a different time? It's just my opinion. But again, even if it did now, you know what I'm saying, it's making me think, because throughout the past week something has been pulling me and calling me. Well, this has been months, but heavily this week, like now or never. And I'm just like, now or never what? Like, where do I go? What is the first fucking step? You know what I'm saying? I've just been asking. So, but I feel like there's also a reservation with me. It's not fear, but it's being smart, kind of street smart, like feeling out like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Is somebody trying to lure me off? You know what I'm saying? With my, like, again, because I feel like at this point I can't go nowhere without my child now. Okay? So even if I did, try to go on this journey or whatever, find out what this is that safe for me to do? Another thing is it safe for me to leave my child behind? Were these kings, like I said, like sometimes energetic vampires? Is it Taurus in the 3D? Is it another masculine? You know what I'm saying? One of these scorpionic energies, because there's a couple of them. One of the Gemini energies, because there's a couple of them. And again, this whole thing that they just pulled with Obama and Biden and putting those two portraits, and there's something about the second beast having the same much power as the other one. So it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like that energy of these two, like in the dark is dangerous, because again, you never know what this is really talking about. But there's no reason for me to be in the dark about these things while these people are operating. So again, in my ignorance, I'm not doing anything wrong, right? So again, it made me think about, like I said, the duality of that, being stuck in between two. You see, the Democrat and the Republican, and almost like being the red and blue that was behind Biden in that speech. It was red, but then there's some images that I found that had red and blue, and I went ahead and told you guys on that video with the lover's card. I feel like it's representing a masculine, feminine. It could be a feminine and masculine energy that is throwing the flames at the feminine energy that's actually a masculine energy and feminine, a masculine and feminine energy. Vice versa. You can flip it if you need to, but it was just making me think about, again, I know who the heel was in between me and the masculine. But I feel like now with this Biden and Obama shit, that they're trying to say I'm the heel or the thing that's in between these two. Because again, that heel, that red heel, we talked about those moon-eyed people and the red and the white people. Okay, so again, it made me think, because they were trying to hide stuff from the red people. So again, that heel that's in between whatever this is something, I don't know, that doesn't give these people the power to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's something about that hill. It's like king of the hill. It's like one of my masculines might have been that hill for me. And then now they're trying to make it so, trying to remove the power, or waited until the power was removed, and now the queen is dead a day after my power is removed, so that I can't take the throne. It's something like this. Or that they feel like I don't have no power. But again, we're talking about that energy in the biblical text where it says that this Christ is going to reign forever. So it brought me back to our spread that we did yesterday with the sun, and then we had dust, because dust was in reverse. So again, usually that means that some of these people come and they return to dust, ashes, dust to dust. I want to go ahead and research dusk and dust in etymology. But if you think about that, that means that this is an immortal energy here. This is another immortal energy, or at least a energy of longevity where these people can't kill. It gives me immortal energy as far as documentation, as far as these people can't, like they did Boylan, chop off my head, like they did Queen Mary, chop off my head. They can't do this. It would be even treasonous to even try to attempt to do it on paper or otherwise. You know what I'm saying? And it would be that big bump that would be in the bottom of a, like think about somebody bunching up somebody and putting them under a carpet, you know, a dead body or a hill or something, you know, that's not a solid foundation, because this hill would be a problem. At some point, somebody's going to walk in the room and be like, what the fuck is this? You see what I'm saying? So I feel like this is why these people are panicking. Like Biden said it wasn't going to be a problem. Inflation wasn't going to be a problem. Boom, 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 boom. But we also know inflation means being puffed up or enlightened or being something where you know something. So again, it's a very fucking dangerous situation, knowing these people know who you are and where you're at. But then again, they can keep attempting doing what they're doing, but they can't actually kill. So again, no guidance. Guidance, no guidance. You see? Because somebody, these tarot community, oh, somebody is needy, they need your, no, well, you know, that's what it is. It's supposed to be a team sport here, okay? So of course, if somebody has been raised outside of court, but they know something about court and they know who they are and they're chosen and anointed by source and they have a ace of cups, right? Then they're gonna know who they are, but that's what the people at court are supposed to do. Nobody's supposed to feel like in danger or anything, or feel like a prisoner or anything like this. Like there's something to this, that this energy of Trump in the upside down triangle. And then I was thinking, why did the queen not really like Trump? If you think back, like I think she didn't respect him some kind of way. But I feel like that was the overturning of the matriarch. I mean, well, that was the it could be some low key matriarchy, because the matriarch would be who these people go to for healing. Right? They would never heal in person in front of you. You would heal to them. Those people would, okay? But, So it's almost like that's the energy that I'm picking up on. Satan saying, this could even be a feminine energy sending a masculine in like Rahab to spy and saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you all of this. You know what I'm saying? If you come down and worship me. But this is a fake queen. This is a faux energy. This is a fake queen. This is someone that has already tried to overthrow someone right here and now. And of course, I'm still here. But again, they have beheaded me online so that there is a capita or a cap on how many people I can reach, who's in charge of how many people I can reach. So that restriction is for protection, but also rejection. And now we have these feminine energies that are witches that are attacking. They're jealous, they're envious, and now they're kind of like in charge of this petri dish. So again, a masculine can just walk away and leave these women to tear me apart by trying to get in my business, starting lies, which they do. And I think they're pissed off. They were pissed off and waiting because they thought that they would find me going messing around or doing something with someone else. They couldn't find that. So these women could be, and again, this is not just me. I feel like these are other women in other positions here. That these are the women that, like I said before, are sending in spies. They're also the ones that are holding doors open, that are latching onto your masculines and getting in their heads, or being paired in their heads by scientists and science and 5G, so that they can spy on you and that masculine. You see what I'm saying? They can feed him, that's that voice in his ear or something of reason to treat you some kind of way so that you can look bad or look like low self-esteem or something. But I'm too fucking smart for that. I'm just peeping everything, right? I'm knowing that I'm that king of all kings energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to speak it. Why are other people not speaking it? Or why am I not hearing it, being someone that's tapped into this type of energy, if they are claiming to do this? So I feel like they're doing everything under the table. But then again, that brings that triangle on top of the pyramid down low. All right? And that lets the other people get above. So again, if I got to give the kingdom back, that's what I'm going to do. Just like I told y'all about a motherfucker that would get a foreclosure notice and tear up the fucking house before they leave the house just to be assholes because they got to leave. So again, they're going to overturn it and try and put the earth on top of me, right? And have these people ruling over me, right? The meek inheriting the earth. But we're talking about a star. We're talking about the world. You can't inherit the world. No man can buy. I think that's a quote that somebody said, how much does the world cost? I will buy the world. You see what I'm saying? And then I will go ahead and get killer bees to speak about it, to do something, anything to go against it. So again, I feel like whatever this was some form of flattery in the beginning, right? Because the bees were doing what they were supposed to do, but now it's like the masculine has whatever the message. It's about miscommunication in the first place, right? Okay, and about somebody not getting, a masculine energy that would be an emperor, king, a president, or something like this, don't have time to be really doing this and that all the time. So these advisors of theirs are just liars. And that's what I'm saying. This whole thing of just me already having that blood, that in my blood, should be enough for me to say, oh, that bitch gotta go. It gotta go. She gotta go. She gotta go. And I say it, I mean it, because some of these women are demons. I feel like some of these people have been brought back from the dead, or they never died. And that's what these people, a lot of them are tarot readers. You're looking at celebrities and shit as tarot readers right now. Different versions of them, different clones or lookalikes or whatever that we represent, or holding their energy or their spirit. So with that at the bottom, but again, this president can't do that. That's what I'm saying. They can't do that. I think this has to do with the Mar-a-Lago. This has something to do with the insurrection, all of this. Whether this is collusion or whatever. It's all about this energy. It's all about this queen that is supposed to, and something happened at 13. Something happened to me at 13, okay? They could have already done something and did something, and I could have been brought back some other kind. It's some shit like this now, okay? And something like that. This could be also like cut somebody off on paperwork. Like we are these little android beings or whatever here on this plane, iBots or whatever. So they can just push some numbers, do some shit, recalibrate some shit in your brain with this 5G, you know what I'm saying? And then what do you got? But I feel like they can't do that to me. Like I feel like something is different than me than all of these other people. I feel like whatever this is, I can't be turned to dust. I can't die. When God picked me up and raised me up to what I was, it's kind of like that. So it's like the father, because I was just reading a quote about one of those boiling girls, I think, and it was saying something about maybe the father was just there. And I told you I was a heavy masculine presence that's always around me. So it said maybe the father was just trying to warn her that the king wanted her head. Wow. I don't know why I just heard the ghost of Fafner Hall. Or Ghost Rider. Y'all remember that show? I can't even remember what it was all about. Ghost Rider. Yeah. Something about even, like I said, Kathy Bates in American Horror Story, with her head being beheaded. She was still alive and she was forced to watch certain things. You know what I'm saying? And it feel like that's the energy where, like, or Medusa energy. So I feel like one of these, I don't know, it's a reader, Medusa something. I feel like she in the energy, maybe a speck in the king's eye or something like this. But again, there is this energy. It's almost like, yeah, that's the energy too that I sense, like when it says that Satan says, I'll give you all of this, if you just bow down and worship me. That made me think that somebody is trying to get like a monarchy or a queen to bow down to a lesser energy. Like there's no compromise for me. You know what I'm saying? I cannot, because if somebody's going to do that to me. So that's why I'm saying, that's why I was chosen, I feel. That's why the water chose me like Moana. There's something about it. I could sit next to you. We can negotiate some shit. But I just feel like whatever this is something has changed. And they know it. They know it. But this also might be, again, that kind of something of somebody going into something that you really don't know that much about. And if you're not dealing with people, or you don't have somebody with you while you chase it, you may not know what to do. But then again, if you have somebody with you when you chase it, that you don't know, now all of these things have happened, these inconvenient things have happened, and you can't trust them, what does that entail? Because I refuse to be one of the motherfuckers that died. I feel like there's an energy or a heavy presence of Diana energy here. Something about that Spencer name too. That Spencer name, that is a name that was not married into the family, but maybe common law or maybe otherwise, okay, was so that maybe with that Memphis energy or that down south energy is connected to that. because that was a girlfriend of, yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's something about this. Yeah. So again, it says something about that uh, in the Bible she has, or it might have been some other ancient text that she has one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So there's something that happened. Something was already joined together, and there's that 69. Maybe when I was 9 and somebody was 6, hmm, that there was already something sewn together. Cause this is giving me that energy, yeah. So again, B or Brandon, okay, that would be that energy of, I don't know why, uh, the Hawkins energy, the Pearl Hawkins energy reminds me of Brand, because that's kind of like with that boy's brother, who I'm thinking about. That's with his brother, or that's with the feminine energy that my dad was with. His brother, looked just like her, look just like her. Almost like that could be him. I don't know. Maybe it's not. But maybe it's his sister or twin. That's what I'm saying. There's something funny about some of us being twins. Maybe even not having the proper signs or birth dates or any of that. Also, spirit baby energies. Mm. So, yeah. I don't know, y'all. I mean, it get deep. Like if you could see what I'm seeing in my head, but also, that just means that again, all of these women may be a part. Like I feel like there's something about bludgeoned to death. There's something about a black widow. That some of these women are black widow. They are not like human like that. They are the shadow energies that I'm talking about. The replicas, the clones, the heartless or the soulless beings. The shadow government, that web with the oh, y'all heard that click? The web that's on the money. Mm-hmm. And that's the God energy that they trust. Something about trust funds or something too. That's the web. That's what goes on under. That's that animalistic behavior, because these motherfuckers is like animals. I mean, just like they just, you know what I'm saying, animalistic, like they have that nature. They're not operating the same way as you and I. There's some shit like motherfuckers know how to get into people's cribs and shit like this, probably with technology, invisible suits and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a motherfucker could be in here. You get what I'm saying? Could be what these clicks are. But yes, definitely. I definitely feel like the energy of the queen. Maybe that's why Kate Middleton, in the remembrance of that other feminine energy. Like I see it's a couple of feminine energies that I feel are connected to this masculine that might fit more into her energy. But then it makes me think about what we did on Merkel and them in last year too, around that time too. Some of the funny things that I noticed about that and the visions that I was having about that. So it's all kind of tying in. You know what I'm saying? Because when I went back to look at some of the things about the Merkel bloodline, and I was watching this documentary on it, I recalled that they were like, oh, it was another last name or something of some people, but they really don't know. They didn't document it. And I'm like, And some source already told me this got something to do. You close. You close. So again, them going and moving from, walking away from the throne or whatever and moving to, I think Canada or something they moved to. It's something to that. Okay? It's something to all of this. It's something. But I noticed one thing, all this talk about the death, and I haven't heard of them speak on anything about who's going to take the throne next. And I'm just hearing, watch the throne. But no, something saying don't watch it. You're supposed to be on it. With or without a motherfucker. And I feel like that's where that androgynous energy, and that's why people are making a big deal about transgender. There's two different things to me. Androgynous is what they're talking about, I feel, in the biblical text, when God made them both male and female and called them Adam. That means either we talk about somebody that's androgynous all right, mentally or something like this, or we're talking about a man and a woman that was made equal side by side. Not one in the front, not one in the back, but I feel like there's the energy of always in the front, never in the back. That energy of being on a pedestal or being the world card energy. But there's something tricky dicky going on right now, and I mean it. I don't know why I just heard Tom, Dick, and Harry. Uncle Tom. So again, I was just reading, and I think I'm going to put it on Facebook if I haven't already, these things about how they would kill people, beheading them, burning them at the stake, or roasting them. And I thought about that. Nah. That's what this is. That's what this is talking about. Low key symbolic, because symbolism or symbolic or something wanted to come out with this spread that we had earlier. All right. So that can, you look at it as a gruesome thing, like what, these people are crazy, because when it says that that God said go back to seek my face or something like that, and then I'll heal the land. But I feel like that's like the surface, or whoever was the face or in the likeness. Now this could be a look-alike, so they may have made a clone, because it was something about, you know, my dad's wife was really jealous when I had my daughter. And I think she was supposed to be, you know, on her, you know what, or whatever, on pills or something like this. But I think they were going to be separating, and then she ended up not doing that. And then that's when my little sister came into par. But I remember she didn't even want the child or something at one point, but then she had her. But still, it makes me think that there had, I don't know why it's making me think about something about eggs here. Something about children being formed in the womb. All right, so this could be, like I said, so heartless. This could be a clone energy that was formed, and maybe that's why I saw those strange traits in her as a youth. It didn't make me love her no less. I just pay attention to people's energy. It's not like nobody don't need to take nothing personal, but if you do, that's your own problem. I be damned, like I said, if I see another bitch on somebody's arm. And I'll be damned if I see some other bitch on my throne. It just is, I didn't do all this to make it here. This is what the fuck I came for. This is it, like Michael Jackson would say. So it's something about the water or something else wasting away. But I don't know what that energy is. Like I said, I can't tell if this energy is coming in from the Gemini standpoint or the Scorpionic standpoint when it comes to it's your day or sweet child of mine. I can't tell which one of these energies is talking this, because again, if we're going to go ahead and take away, like having kings and queens at this point, why is it? Because it's my turn? Because this will be your first so-called black queen that is also, you know what I'm saying, street smart, but also, you know, all these things that these women, or like a Diana, came before me to do this. Because I put up that quote the other day when she was saying, yeah, they didn't want me to be queen because I guess they just thought that I was different. And I feel like something about God, because I said, whoever this is forced them to spend time with me some kind of way to see what it's like to be someone like me versus whoever they are. Because again, I kept telling y'all something about this was telling me to watch this damn movie, Spencer. And it was telling me something about like a dynasty or passing a torch. And I was saying, make them spend some time with me. So I could really feel. Last year, the last time they said that the queen got sick, I could feel her presence tremendously. This time when they're saying the passing, it's almost like very faint. So it makes me wonder, what is this? Is this a late announcement? Because I said that, I believe in the video, that they're going to try to make a late announcement or something like this. But I feel like nobody didn't have to cut off nobody's head this time because they wanted somebody else to be queen. I can feel a masculine energy and see him walking away from me and going overseas and starting with a cousin or a sister or somebody, starting some process of learning how to do things or whatever. All right? To get ready to be on the throne with a best friend. I can see these things. I can see these rally-vanting whatever. But it's almost like, how in the world am I of that lineage? Am I the one that should be up next? Or when it comes to succession on the lower end, because we've got as above so below, that now all of a sudden with the past couple of months that I feel left out totally. I knew people were doing shit behind my back before, but all day long it was like a radio in my head. Shit was coming out. I knew, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to work so hard. So this might have to do with somebody tweaking something with 5G, or tweaking something within me, or messing with my brain in some kind of way to turn off some type of receptors so that I would not be able to be aware of what's going on behind my back. So again, this is almost like King saying, I'm afraid I'm leading my people into a burning building. You get what I'm saying? So I see these little things of these energies dressed in black, or these I'll say crow energies, or cronies, I don't know, or Crowley, I don't know. There's something about Crowley in my energy as well when I first woke. And Madam Blasky, y'all know what her name is, okay? Heavy, 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 heavy. So again, the clone of the sister, I feel, the Cancer sister, I feel that that energy is, they took something like DNA from the queen, like it's something like that, y'all. And there's something about that Whitaker name. Yeah, there's something about these forts too. Fort something in Texas. Uh, these forts. But I know that they critique the DNA for that child at some point in time, because she really don't look like she looked back then. She looked a lot, way different. Okay. Now my daughter said that maybe she might, for fun or whatever, she might Photoshop some of her images or whatever. But they all do, all the young people or whatever. But I'm just like, nah, that's something to try to trick the people to say, oh, so when somebody say, look at the likeness, nah. But I feel like it's talking about the likeness of the person. Because the queen could look mean sometimes, but I really think that looking deeper and spending that time, I don't know. Because it was weird how it was happening. It was weird how it was happening. It was live. It was in real time. The connection. And I was thinking, could she be a soulmate or a twin flame too? Because I think she's a Taurus. And there's that Taurus. We pulled that Taurus yesterday with the Taurus, the bull with the head on it, and the Taurus, the woman standing next to it. And I said something. It said something about put on the full armor of God. So today it's like something happened where it was like nothing was the same. So it's just even about the way I do things, like practicing something different here. It's like, but it's also like somebody was helping me stay away from these upgrades that could have came from other individuals, right? And wait for the one that will come from God. It's almost like I think that these people are looking like it's reckless behavior. Oh, this person is not supposed to be, but this is a punishment meant from God. This is the wrath. This is a light blowing of the wind or the breath. It's like hell-bent energy. Like, okay, all right. Because I feel like there's something, we're already in one, or there's something coming, like a low-key lockdown. So because this Jean, whatever her name is, talking about some preparation of some new antidotes or whatever. Y'all know what we call the jab over here. So again, I posted a picture that really shocked me too today on Instagram under shade_seeking. And it was something about some maze energy with the Saturn. And y'all know we pulled Jupiter, Saturn, and then we pulled that card with the lion, right? The lion stuck in that maze. And it was something about the maze, something with Saturn and the tree of good and bad, or good and evil, something about good and evil. So I don't know. It's something about a portal too, probably being open right now. I don't want to turn on the light and cause I feel myself getting excited now, y'all. I'm feeling myself getting excited about what might be coming next in these cards here, right? I'm not gonna turn on the light. I'm just gonna lay this one down and then call it a day. But there's something about these things. Something about Saturn and the maze and, you know, the female queen, the maze queen. All right? But also, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm also seeing that energy of that Incognito or whatever cartoon, how everybody was talking about her and saying you're ruining people's weddings and you're getting in the way, just stay out of the way. Remember how her grandma was or whatever like that? And end up she was, you know, she was the house, she was the something, she got her big gift at the end, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Okay, so it's something like about that, the child that was rejected, the builder, because it's almost like she got the key to the whole thing, I think, at the end. So it's almost like the builder, the cornerstone that the builders rejected because they made her feel like she was different. It's almost like Diana, they made her feel like she was different, that she would have to change, that they would not have to. And I feel like, again, it's something else going on here, because there's no compromise over here. And I'm not about to be, I just was telling myself, I'm not about to be dying like these other people did. Nah, I ain't come here for that. I ain't come here for that. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, how, you know what I'm saying? The whole time when I've been like watching these videos and stuff, I've also something been compelling me to look at who's good and bad. Judge who's good and bad. See through these people. Who would you like to have on if you could do something like, not totalitarian, I know that words keep coming up, but like something like, you know, one news network and make sure they do their job fucking thoroughly. And so people don't be getting confused and all this other stuff, because they all just be saying the same damn thing sometimes all the time anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like who are the anchors that you would keep? Who are these men or whatever in these positions that you would keep? Again, who would be your ladies in waiting? Because you probably gonna have to walk away from everything that you already knew. I don't know why I keep hearing can't trust this instead of can't touch this, can't trust this. All right? Because I'm telling you what I know. My daughter woke up with a dream, okay? And she said, your grandma was mad or something, and she was jealous about something. She was about to choke you in your sleep right here in this bed. And I said, oh, shit. This was like within the past 2 years. And then, you know, in that movie, Spencer, they were talking about like the different voices and something, people moving about in the wall. It's something like this, okay? And then I also had a dream or a vision that Taurus, I'm telling you, choked me to fucking death upstairs in my bed, in his bedroom, because that's where he sleep most of the time. Okay, every night. Well, every night, and I sleep. A lot of times I fall asleep on the couch or something. So you know, yeah. Something about changes though. So somebody might be mad at somebody because they didn't change somebody, or they didn't alter something for somebody, or they didn't kill someone, or they didn't bring someone back to life. It's something like this. But I know the vision. Just like a vision that I feel like I had about a dream I had a long time ago, about, yeah, somebody leaving or whatever and me crying or whatever. It never happened to me in real life in the 3D, but it's, for some reason, it's like a memory or something, like a premonition or something. But I feel like it's already happened in another dimension is what I'm saying. Like all of that wimpy stuff and all of that crying or knowing about cheating, like that couldn't happen to me in real life, in this real fake life or whatever this is in the 3D. It could never happen. So I feel like this is somebody that's tormenting me in another dimension or in the sleep realm and showing it to the world as if it's the real thing, the real deal. Showing rapes and murders, and it goes back to that human hunting shit. Like they're not doing, this is like a video, this is some kind of tracks of somebody's mind or something. You know what I'm saying? That these people are doing this, like y'all know, like in Black Mirror with those that video game, like an alternative reality or something. Yeah. Because there's times even I woke up here and I seen like speckled stuff on the ceiling. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Why do it look like, you know, somebody trying to wipe some blood or something up? It's just something strange. Like I said, it's something very fucking strange that I don't know. It's also making me think about stop, look, and listen to your heart and what it's saying. You know, that, does it ever puzzle you, you know, while you're alone or whatever? So I don't know what somebody's trying to say or do or really freak somebody out or make you feel like a freak of nature, you know, or something like that. But I'm a survivor. Shit, me, myself, and I, motherfucker, at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just got some juiced feeling all up in my bones today. I just feel it. I feel it. But that means that other people are very angry. Whatever this is. And it's almost like a world of people. And then then it's making me even look back to it now. And I don't know why this is coming from like an old Taurus energy. The argument that we would have about why did God kill all them people? Because at that point he didn't believe. He don't believe, and he didn't believe. He didn't like me reading no Bible, none of that shit. So, but we would have an argument about that. And then now I'm seeing, like, I'm thinking about that Katie Kaboom energy or Carrie energy or 9/11 coming up soon. Again, how, I feel like there's this jar energy, so that I can't see what's going on while these people are going on with life and they built something and overthrown me some other kind of way, and they're living their lives, living La Vida Loca, okay? I don't know. But there's just this energy, like I said, I don't know, and everybody want to say self-sabotage is not. It's just coming to fruition about certain things or seeing something a certain way. The only reason why these bitches be hating in the tarot community or these witches is because they wish they could be in that position. But every time I feel like a masculine try to pull one of these people up out of a high priestess position or something like that and place them on the throne, it's just not working. It's never going to be no full-blown throne energy, right? Because they're not worthy, especially when you have the real queen, king / energy sitting right here in this world still. I don't give a fuck what they trying to act like I am. It's just like that. But the beheading, like I said, I wanted to say beheading could be literally, somebody removing you from society in this new social credit system, new world order energy, making it so that you can't buy and sell unless you worship a beast that they put in front of you, okay? I noticed that now, all of a sudden, some of these females or whatever, they're bringing back their old ways, overly lustfully explicit energy. These may be some of these people that may have been married in somehow into these things here to make me feel like less than, or the last pick, or the final pick, or, how a motherfucker be, you be at school or whatever, and y'all about to do a race or something like this, and you be the last motherfucker sitting there. Well, I don't think I ever was, because I was really athletic as a child. But like on that one day, field day or whatever, track and field day, all right? Or be that person that everybody, the last one that pick, but then realize that that's just the one. I don't know. Yeah, but maybe that's a blessing, like or be a blessing. But then again, my mindset and the way I am, and that I do speak out loud, and this shit is out here on the internet, and that you can never go back from it. It's just letting me know that don't trip, because it's not the same way. The rules have changed, but also other rules have changed along with that. And what does that mean? Because I definitely see them coming. I definitely see these females coming. Especially, I'm seeing these females that were supposed to be dead, but they not. These family members, these old people that have been in my life, I'm telling you, these are the origines. These are the original forms of these people that have been off in the cut. And I feel like some of them are angels and some of them are demons. But a lot of them want what I'm supposed to be going into. Possibly the masculine is dealing with this on his level as well. As above, so below. So again, I was looking at the Lover's card again today, and yes, that's that energy. That's the energy. Like again, until they stop what they're doing, until they do right by at least me, everybody's doing right by every fucking body else. Everybody else get the memo. Until they do right by me, nothing that they fucking do is going to be able to proceed or exceed. It might seem like it for a minute, but it's just going to be, and it's not like I'm doing spell work on nobody. It's just the order. It's fucking order. Now, I don't even want to say nothing about law. No. That law mean lies. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's about order, bringing order to the court. These are mentally disturbed people, most of them, judging people that are sane, that go through war and battles on this plane right now, mentally, and still be all of fucking that, slightly altered or changed. Slightly. Just more aware of your gifts. I'm still the giving person, but I'm also that person that can take it away. And I will take my ass the fuck out your presence. Okay? Just like you can do the same to me. I'd rather do that than be fake in my face. Family, friends, brother, sister, mama, cousin, whoever. Why did I just hear you only got one life to live? I feel like a lot of these people only do. But some of these people do not. They are, you know, these other types of beings here. And it's almost like these are the ones that's getting a free pass. But they're not doing their job. They're not doing their job. What they're doing is treasonous, usurping energies. This is what they are, vampiric and cannibalism energies, cannibalistic energies. Satan, to seek who they can devour. And I said, this is, Antichrist is a whole movement. It's not just one person. These people have been working against my energy for years, at least 20 or more. Mm-hmm. Damn. Damn. Whew. Mm. So I'm wondering if it's this looking like this unpacked energy, if they cut off my head to make that the energy, the idol or the golden calf that they sponsored and put jewels on and made it look real, like upgraded to have people worship instead of the original energy, the red calf possibly, but it's more of a gold plated calf. Or this could be that peppermint energy. Mm. While they try to sacrifice the lamb, but the lamb is really a bull. Mm. Yeah. So that's why I can see the energy. She's very cunning. She's one of the oldest in the garden. I think this is one of those demonic spirits that's being held up as an angel. This might even be who comes into my energy in Pandora, either saying that I'm higher than all the angels or that she feels like she is. Almost this energy also of somebody that communes with angels like I do or did, until somebody tried to block that and put somebody else there. And I feel like this person thinks they're unstoppable. This person is also, I was thinking about bisexual, but this could be also bi, meaning this person might have got there and chopped down his masculine here in order to come on to the Empress, or chop down the Empress so she can come on to the Emperor. But the way that she speaks, her tongue, she's not cunning enough for me. Because again, that might have been the oldest, most cunning one, but there's an oldest, just real original one. Yeah. Someone's also full of grace. Something Mary full of grace. Something about both of those names though, both of their energies. Maybe older serpents in the garden along with the Wata. Marquita, Kita. Naisha. Teresia. Charles. Try to be cool with Taurus back in the day, but he really had kind of like a deep, dark something towards me. I can always feel it. I can smell it. And it's funny because I've seen this person. I live far away from where I used to live, and I've seen this person on the far side of town from where I live. One day walking across the street, walked right in front of my damn car on a busy street. And I said, what the fuck? This could be somebody that they're paying to sneak around or snoop around your house. or mine. It's reminding me of that boy, that man that I just seen with that mass shooting, because these mass shootings really represent rapes. With these healthcare workers that are doing home care, because they have turned some of us into elders on documentation and put other women as the heads of our households. Like on the lover's card, that enemy. That's what's supposed to be said. That's on that lover's card is really hating on the lovers. All those people. I have a very popular video, okay, whether people want to admit it or not, about we did several videos on Genesis about all the people that's in that garden. It's not just no 2 damn people in that garden. There's a lot of people in that garden. And this whole thing about, hanging someone on a stake or something, that's talking about the hangman card, dude. Putting someone there and draining out their energy, draining all their energy. Putting them out on a stake for everybody to see or to roast or something like this. But I feel like whatever this is with this masculine, they may have blocked it for me, but these other people can see, and they were reiterating it with their so-called readings. Same thing with me. They may be with the world card naked with that purple rain, which was the purple rain scarf, which again, forming someone in the likeness of that world card, identifying, having someone else learn the language of that. Like I told you, I unchain the shit and get it out the mud, and then unpack, just open up the suitcase and just put the shit inside of the damn drawer, like it's they there to stay. You get what I'm saying? So this could be the energy of somebody realizing that they don't want that doppelganger anymore, and they want the real thing. Or this could be somebody, cutting me off from the group, being that cornerstone or whatever. Because like I said, the real power lies within me. But if they can keep me little, and they can keep this masculine little, and chase us both around like vagabonds or some shit like this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's almost something about not running from where you come from. But then again, I'll be thinking like, damn, when did this masculine maybe go wrong and want to leave me behind? Can I trust that? It's almost like turning on God, or like my God, or my king, or my something, or my man. Mine. Still mine. And I feel like this could represent something about a death. If they try to have me as an 80-something-year-old woman, which I don't know why the ancestors keep telling me that, then that means they could have had this person as an 80 or 96-year-old man. And the representation of this death, what I'm feeling now, could be the death of this masculine, whether it's kicking him out of that part of society, maybe somebody dragging him down to hell. You get what I'm saying? Or is this a literal death? Somebody could even be carrying around somebody's remains for some kind of spiritual, ritualistic purposes. Claiming something, wanting to claim the queen. This person might even be ready to treat the queen better than that masculine was, or vice versa. This is what they want the queen or the empress or / emperor to think. Is that person wasn't any good, but in the scripture today that I pulled up, it said they didn't want me to be your king. They rejected me as the king, but it almost feel like they rejected me as the king. So then somebody might have rejected this person as the king, or they rejected him as the king first, and then they trying to reject me as the king second.